Hey golfers, well thank you very much for joining back here again at Giles Indoor Golf Center. I am starting a new series on fixing your slice, and we're going to go through some of the things that will cause you to slice and how we can fix it. And this will be the first episode of the series, and every swing tip or swing lessons that I have for you will probably take about 3 to 8 minutes long, just trying to get across some of my ideas to what could be causing your slice in your golf swing. And then hopefully by that, by learning what I'm trying to preach here, you can fix your own slice or at least have a good idea of what you can do to help you with your own golf game. So most of the time when we talk about slices, the golf ball for right-handed golfers, that ball will start left of your target, so that's that way, and curves back to the right. And when we call slice, is typically when it curves back to the right uncontrollably. So that's what we call a slice, and there are several different ways that can cause a slice, and we are going to go over number one today, which is coming over the top. So my definition of coming over the top is this, that assuming you have a good posture and good setup, when I say posture is how much you bend from your hips, and that your hip, if you're wearing a belt, is tilted down just slightly, okay? And then you do also have a good grip. And you make a decent backswing where your weight is loaded back on your right foot, going to the top of the golf swing. And on the way down, that instead of the club comes down and falls downwards as you unwind, that's what we like to see happen normally. That is that your club comes over this way towards the golf ball. So the club and hands actually goes out this way, and that's what we call coming over the top, because your club is coming over the top in this faction, and where the club is coming over the top in that faction, and the club head will be coming from the outside of where the golf ball is, So instead of coming down from the inside on the plane, you are coming over the top from the outside and coming down and cutting across it. And that will be probably the number one thing a slice is happening for you. So, oh, by the way, you also have to coming across and with face open. So coming across out here, face open, and that's causing a slice. So we're going to talk about how I can, or give you some ideas how we can stop you from coming over the top, okay? So when you swing to the top, getting up here in a pretty good position, all right, you got to think about coming down, okay? You got to think about the golf swing when we swing the club to the top, coming down. The golf swing is like a race car going into the corner, and you want to come up and come through with as much speed as you can coming through the corner. So if you want to do that, like in your experience driving a car, will you go in the corner with your foot on the gas pedal all the way, or you will ease up on it, actually tap the brake a little bit, then as you go through the corner, then that's where you hit on the gas pedal. Yes, you will do the second one, which is swing to the top of the golf swing, coming into the corner, waiting on the timing to step into it to really explode. And that is the timing, and that is the feel you want to have when you are making that golf swing, try to store energy, okay? So we don't want to fire hard and fast right from the top. We want to feel like we're storing energy while waiting for the time to explode, okay? Another good thought I have for a lot of people is think about throwing. When you're making a throw, you don't just whip your hands like this. You compress your body down a little bit, you let your shoulder lead, and then the whole body compress, and you swing your hands and arm out. That's when you throw. So that's a lot like golf swing too. Golf swing, we're trying to, when you swing up to the top, we're loading on the energy, we're loading on, we're waiting, and once we get down to the bottom, get near close to the golf ball, and we explode through the golf ball. And that's what we want to see for you. So now you're gonna ask me, all right, I understand the concept, what can we do? All right, so first thing that we want to talk about is there is a little shoulder movement in your swing, okay? So when you swing to the top, okay, when we're loading up your right shoulder, if you're right-handed, it becomes pointy like this when you swing to the top. So this becomes pointy, okay? And on downswing, this will actually compress down, okay? So the feeling is you want to work on just make your right shoulder into pointy and let it back down, pointy, let it back down, swing the club to the top, okay? So this is pointy just by us swinging to the top, and then you're gonna go flatten that. So this went from pointy to a little rounded, pointy, rounded. So that's the feeling of us storing energy, okay? Now notice when I do this, when I swing from top, if I'm pointing down, my left shoulder is not moving, okay? That's how I store energy. If I do this, my body has no tension, and I'm not storing any energy. I'm just releasing the energy I store. So we swing up, from pointy to flat, bring the club down, and explode, okay? So that's the idea. So that's the feeling I want you to have, is learn how to make this little move in your right shoulder, swing to the top, goes from pointy and to a little flat, and then unwind down and explode, okay? So that's what we're looking for to help you to maintain that feeling. Now, a lot of people will start asking me, do you have a drill? Okay, now, back in the days, probably about 15 years ago, so there used to be a swing teaching aid that has a split handle. I'm not telling you to go buy a new teaching aid. All you gotta do is just make sure your right hand is a little floating on the shaft like this. So when you swing the club to the top, you're gonna let your hands swing apart. And then on the way down, when you bring the club back down to about where the hands and arms about parallel to the ground, instead of just putting your hands down, no, I want you to feel like this shoulder goes from pointy to flat. And then that's how you bring the hands and arms down. And then swing through, okay? So the key thing here doing this drill is, when you swing up, you're gonna swing to the top of your golf swing, and your hands are gonna go apart like this, okay? And then you're gonna bring the club back down to where your left arm is parallel to the ground, and this right shoulder is gonna go from pointy to flat or round, okay? Then swing through to the finish. So that's gonna create the feeling. So I'm gonna do this again for you from the face-on view. So the drill is, when you swing the club to the top, okay, just split your hands apart. And what you're gonna do here is you're gonna swing the club back down so your left arm is about parallel to the ground. And the right shoulder right here is gonna go from pointy to flat, and then coming down and through impact, okay? So here are the drills I have for you. It's really working on this right shoulder, going from here, a little pointy here, going to the top, and slightly compression coming down. And this is what's gonna help you to store your energy on your backswing, so you don't release your energy and your power and speed so early in the downswing that you're losing it and it causes you to hit that slice. So next week I'll have another tip for you on how to fix the slice. We'll go to the second issue of how some people are having a slice, and is more or less a coming over the top from about halfway down position and through. And I'll explain that a little bit more. So this will be a series of 6 lessons on how to fix your slice. And every one of them will be slightly different. The first one is coming over the top. The second one is coming over the top from midsection. The third one will be talking about, body getting stuck. Fourth one is flipping to impact, chicken wing. So I got 6 different costs that might be costing you a slice. Hopefully throughout this series, and I will be able to help you a little bit. Now, if you are interested in golf lesson, Giles Indoor Golf Center, Giles does golf lesson. I do a little bit golf lesson out of Virtuous Golf Club. You can feel free to reach out to us, contact us for your golf lesson needs. And